When I first met Atif for the first time at Monroe Prison, I had the opportunity to sit down with him for a little while and get to know a little bit about him. But for me, in meeting him for the very first time, I just felt like we knew each other. We hit it off immediately. It's almost as if we knew each other for years. And some of the things that we talked about, including our cases, our cases, they parallel so closely with one another. It was really, good to talk to him for the first time because I've heard so much about his case and heard so much about him, through various people. So when I finally got the opportunity to sit down and talk to him, again, it was almost like we knew each other for a very long time. To me, one of the more glaring comparisons to my case in Atif was the false confession claims that we both had. I was beaten, when I was arrested along with my friend Willie Stuckey, and we were made to falsely confess to a crime that we didn't commit. And Atif and Sebastian Burns' cases very similar, and they were actually tricked into falsely confessing to a crime that they didn't commit, presumably so. Publicity played a major role in our case, just from the standpoint that once the media got involved and once Reuben Hurricane Carter wrote a letter to the Daily News, I think his letter got the attention of everybody, and most importantly, it got the attention of the Brooklyn District Attorney Kim Thompson, which shined a lot of light on our case and which caused our case to, be investigated much more thoroughly than we anticipated. So, the media was very helpful. I believe, especially in talking to Atif about his case, that DNA, I think, is the most strongest avenue that he should pursue, in my opinion. I think once DNA is taken, if they're able to find the evidence in this case and test the DNA and hopefully come up with the real perpetrators in the case, I think that would be very helpful. I would say to the people out there who thinks that Atif Rafay is guilty of this crime is to really sit down and take an honest look at the evidence, or lack thereof. I think once people can do that honestly and come to some kind of assessment about the evidence in this case, particularly the false confessions, in terms of how they're inconsistent with one another, and I think if people can have an open mind about Atif Rafay's case in that regard, I think they'll begin to see what so many others see, that these two individuals are innocent of the crime that they were convicted of some 20 years ago. So getting the opportunity to sit down with this man who I've heard so much about, and I think we really connected on such a strong level, that I would just simply like to say to him, and he looks like he's doing pretty good under the circumstances, just to keep up the good work and stay focused and keep doing what you're doing in prison in terms of education, because I firmly believe that's going to take this guy a very, very long way, so that when he does get out of prison, there'll be so many opportunities waiting for him, because I believe he has so much to contribute to society, and I'm rooting for him, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help him.